Welcome back. Just to let you know, I am getting a notification on my live. This is just my first time seeing this notification. I'm sorry that I didn't do a introduction yet, but I'll get there in a minute. Okay. Sorry for all of you. I just got a notification that this just applies to all of us and me really. If you ever experience this on lives, if you don't know what they are, ask somebody if you're comfortable like talking things out to them. You know, you're already getting experience with these notifications that come through on lives on YouTube, so, especially the ones I just got. Feel free to let out. So I need to do a brief introduction, which I am so sorry. I just got that off the bat. But yeah, so hi guys, my name is Laurel. As you can see, I did only today my reel that I did mention that I was hoping to do tonight's live. I was expecting to be this live started by 9:30 earlier, but I'm trying to have my lives be expected to be like every 3 or 4 days around 9:30 at night if I can. But I'm trying to keep it consistent and more planning things more usual. But I'm happy. I'm hoping to have it more consistent more often. Really. So if you like coming on here yet, or you have any questions that you want me to answer, feel free give me some questions. But as mentioned earlier today, you know my reel. Make sure you keep things appropriate. Make sure things are positive. And I'm just here to give you voice because it's been at least 4 or 5 days since my last live. So right now I really got nothing in my mind, but usually around like 9:30 to 10 is mostly when people are going to bed. Probably tonight's life's not probably going to be not a whole lot of people, so we're just totally okay, but still it helps out a lot. So, let me just discuss what I have been doing. One, sorry. One is I've been planning out lots of jobs still. Unfortunately, I didn't get any direct like interview calls yet, which is interesting. I'm sorry, my live like when you know when you see the people in the likes here, I just got like some kind of glitch. Just let you know my phone does get glitchy sometimes really, just let you know. There's one point actually, I'm sorry, I'm moving topics and subjects away. There's one point that my phone will glitch, for example, when I was talking to somebody last year and my phone went staticky all of a sudden, and I don't know what that came through. It could be like a magnetic field or something. Then I just got this and a notification before I just got on live. Just some few things, just few things experiencing through my phone really. These glitches will is my it this. Sorry, if there's any more glitches I am experiencing with my phone again, I might have to bring it into Verizon, see what they think about. But again, I didn't really mean to move subjects what I was originally saying. So now as I mentioned that right now I've been applying lots of jobs, which is good. Right now I'm trying to pursue taking landing a actual dream business job. I was hoping like accounting, banks, university, graphic design, and marketing, those kind of stuff. More like leads, associates, interns, and entry levels right now. So yeah, technically that's my main focus right now. But I'm hoping more like interns really. The reason I mostly said interns is I just want to gain experience in the skills. I don't I don't care about the money right now still, but I know people might be thinking that I do care about money, but this is just my what I want right now. What I want from jobs is really about skills and experience. The reason why I want to do that is I want to build my resume. I wish I can speak Japanese, but I know only a few of the basics. So just to let you know. So yeah. Um, so yeah, as I mentioned, I want to build this experience and skills. So yes. Same thing with Hebrew. I do know things in Hebrew, Arabic. Some people would say Arabic or Arabic, but in my opinion, I say Arabic, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, resume is two. And second, let's just speak a little bit more about the language, really. As you can see, I did some few videos about speaking in your my fans' country's language. For example, I did Japan once, I did Korean once, I did Hebrew once, and I did Spanish, Russian, Irish once. I just did learn a new word in Hebrew, which is shukran. Shukran means thank you in Hebrew. So yes, if you think I'm wrong, just let me know. Again, I can be wrong or right, so just let me know. So yeah. Again, I wish I could understand Hebrew or Japanese more often, but I'm still in the beginner level really, and I'm just experiencing. But fun fact, I do speak at least 40 languages, which is kind of interesting, but it is. I usually had a track of languages that I written down, but I don't know where I did with it. Maybe I ripped it and did something with it else. Oh wait, I do. Sorry, I do. Maybe you can do that some other nights, one of the other nights live if I can. I don't want to pull it out right now because my mind is just saying no, no, not right now. So tonight is just basically I kind of do speak out these 40 languages. I know a few of you are shocked. I know a few of you are surprised. So emojis does 3% shock as well. I can see. It's actually a self-start. It's actually a self-starter, self-taught, which I am pretty much self-taught. Pretty much everything. For example, I'm a self-taught. I do speak at least 40 languages. Just only the basics, just like a few words in certain languages and stuff. So yeah. That's at least 40. Right now it's actually 36. So yeah. Which is really interesting. So again, I'm self-taught with things. I'm self-taught in speaking languages. I'm self-taught in dancing. I'm self-taught in keyboard or piano. I have a keyboard in front of me actually. So yeah. So yeah. Again, please make sure we keep the positive comments on here. If there's any negative comments, make sure you keep it to yourself. Make sure it's not spreading to all of you on here and into me. So make sure you keep that to yourself, please. Spec 2? I don't know what that is actually. So yes. So 2 is languages, and 3, I finally got to watch the K-pop Demon Hunters. I want to share this because I tried to do some kind of reaction video yesterday, but I just realized most of the things I've came across is mostly cons, and the cons I thought is it's going to take up lots of time. Putting more edits into that one. So I didn't choose to publish that video because I ain't going to make lots of edits, so I decided not to post that because I want to do a full-on reaction, but I wish I can do that, but I'm going to wait until I watch it for the second time. So I got full-on body chills as the songs I've been hearing from the K-pop Demon Hunters. If you don't know what movie I'm talking about, I do encourage all of you. It's in the top 10 box office right now. It's really like hitting the box office right now. So I would highly recommend all of you watching it, especially for the K-pop fans. If you're a K-pop fan, I really highly recommend watching that movie. Really, it's pretty good actually. In my opinion, I'll say 10 out of 10. My favorite main character in that movie is Lumi. Which is interesting. I really like her. It was really nice. I like Juno didn't mention that he was full demon, but Rumi, I didn't know she was half demon. Like I don't know. Hello. So yes. Again, I really like that movie. I didn't mention. Thank you. I love my room too. So yes, K-pop Demon Hunters. There's a few things that I didn't know about the songs. For example, how it's done. If you hear the lyrics carefully, it's actually a song called "Dun Dun" by Everglow. I also highly recommend checking that song out as well. I've listened to it a few times, and I just realized that's the one I just got the full body. That's the one I actually did got the full on body chills actually. Just very interesting. So I want to share that because that also kicked me in. In the end of the movie, I was excited. I was very excited because 3 of the members from Twice really appeared. I was so excited. I was excited. I was literally singing few of the songs really. I mean, even though I'm also a once fan of Twice, there's few songs that I love from Twice. For example, which one's One Piece? Which one's One Piece? Let me know. So we disagree, and even though my favorite members from Twice is Sana and Mina. So I was going to head back. What I was saying, my favorite songs from Twice is usually Fancy, Feel Special. I Can't Stop Me. I like that song too. So yes, I did discuss this in my lives a few times before. A couple lives ago. My favorite K-pop group is actually right here. Actually, as you can see, which is Stray Kids. Stray Kids is one of the greatest groups. They're the one who got me out of this depression state. Really, not really depression state. There was a full story I did discuss about that, and I did do it on live. So go ahead and check that live out too as well. That was a live that just was to discuss. So I did do a discussion on that. So make sure you go check that live out too. So yes, yeah. I did got my first light stick. I did mention that I did go to my first concert. It's interesting. I know I don't share this with a lot with all of you, but I do have some few books from BTS actually. If you don't know who they are, I actually got some few things from them actually. I just didn't know I had them. So actually, I do have 4 books from them actually. I was originally an army, but I went to stay because what I didn't know was Lena was a backup dancer to BTS. So yes. So yeah, I know this is not related to albums and stuff, but this is few of these came from my birthday and Christmas and stuff, which it has been really. I got 4 of these really it's really interesting. So yeah, the back cover. I really like the back cover. That's really I didn't know I had these. Lino was a backup dancer for BTS, so Lino ended up to becoming a member from Straykids. So yeah, if you think I got you confused, I'm sorry. That was totally my fault if it was. So he was originally a backup dancer for him. So I'm going to have to put some few pages in for all of you. This is more like a magazine, really. But not really. I wish. Oh. I didn't see this. Huh? Where did that came from? I don't know, this was in here. Okay, found out. I did get a photo. I am shocked. I am full on shocked. Yeah, I really didn't expect this at all. So yeah. I used to like them. One of the members that caught my attention a lot was definitely Jungkook. Really, got my full-on attention because of his vocals, and I just didn't know he was actually a sub rapper. Even though Soga is one of the main rappers. So yeah. Here's the back cover for this. As you can see, I don't know. Can you see it? Yeah, I didn't know I had this. Maybe I should actually hang this up. Do you think I should hang it up? Yeah, do you think I should have hang this up too? I don't really know how many tags in my bedroom, but I could hang this up actually. So this is the first one. Yeah, I didn't know I had these in here. Yeah, okay. Here's another one. If I can open it. Yeah, albums is also in here too, which is very interesting. And a cover. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I already didn't. I did have them, but I never don't use this in lives really. Full on surprisement from all of you really, especially people who are armies. They're most welcome to come through it too. This is the 3rd book. Um, this and this. Well, I think this was my birthday. I think this was Christmas. I think I could be wrong, really, but so yeah. BTS has gone so many records that they have break, and Stray Kids is making their way up just like them. Even though I just heard that Stray Kids really just beat BTS by this one award, and I was like full on shocked. I thought that Jin's group was going to get the award. No, no, it was Stray Kids who got that. I don't know which award was it, but they wanted this year really, so it just very interesting. So yeah, um, I mean, Stray Kids does deserve that award really. I don't think they have any of those kind of awards really in interesting, which is very interesting, but still. These are not albums, just to let you know, these are such as books, really. I call him June. Do you call him June? Jimin. There's a few things that they do have, which is about themselves. Actually, let me discuss about that. So, let's start the leader. So, even though he did say that he's befriended with crabs, which I totally understand, but I love crabs, really. I am still a big seafood person. I love seafood. My favorite thing to eat in seafood is actually crabs. So I'm not going to discuss where his hometown or birthday's at. All of you know where that is. His hobbies and interests are... Sorry. These ones. Stray Kids. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to be that rude, really. Sorry. Let's go drink some water, but I don't have any. Orm's hobbies and interests. He said he likes computers and reading, which is really kind of weird. Computers, I did find out a little weird, but not really. But reading, I like that. He did mention that he likes visiting art and history museums and being with nature. So, which is kind of nice. His Orm's pet peeves are tight pants. Alright, totally makes sense. I don't like tight pants either. It's just kind of interesting to me. And he said his childhood dream is becoming a security guard. I actually really like that dream. So these are the just meet the Bangtan boys, or whatever you say. Jin, I'm not gonna say where his hometown or what his birthday is at, but his childhood dream is become a detective, which is kind of interesting. So yes. Sorry, his childhood dream is becoming a detective. His musical influences and dream collaborators is the Chainsmokers. Actually, I really love that. Was actually kind of like more like a group, the Chainsmokers really. But even I do like the songs too. So hobbies, interests that he likes to do. What he likes to do as hobbies and interests is cooking and eating. As we all know that he is famous for cooking. Also worldwide handsome, as all me so say. Sometimes for me too. Photography, that's what I do. and collecting toys. His favorite food, well, I don't think I did his favorite food. His pet peeves are leftovers. I think he meant leftover foods probably. So yeah. His favorite food is lobster, cold noodles, and fried food. I did try some Korean food too for the first time. I think my favorite Korean food is probably the tteokbokki. Actually, the tteokbokki is pretty good. So yeah. So the next one is I'm just going through by one. Suga. I don't know if you name him Suga, but I usually call him Suga, which is really weird. I'm not saying where his hometown or in his birthday is at, but he said he His childhood dream said he wants to be an architect, which is kind of interesting. I really didn't expect that. But his hobbies and interests are actually photography and basketball. Those two are my favorite things. As I mentioned from Jin, um, basketball is actually one of my favorite sports. Actually, really, it's basketball. His favorite food is meat, and meat. It's really interesting. You know, and he said last one. He says his pet peeves are crowds and noise. Well, sometimes he said it in parentheses, saying maybe he's in a wrong business. I know a few people will say that. And Jope. I'm not gonna say racist home. Well, this just applied to all. I like to say Hungs, so I'm not gonna say this all to the Hungs, or their hometowns and birthdays. So I'm gonna take that out. Really, I don't want to say that to all of you. Really. Um, he mentioned for his childhood dream is he wants to be a normal college student, which is I kind of agree with that. I was like that too. His hobbies and interests was movies, melodrama, especially melodrama, and collecting toys. Just let you know, I'll be playing with my own hair with Lots of Life. If you think it's annoying, just let me know in the comments. Bad habits, vigilant, just like what I'm doing. Favorite food, he said all Korean food is, especially kimchi. What I heard was kimchi just served in 3 meals in Korea. That's what I heard. I did took a hospitality class back in college, and that's what my professor said. They normally do serve kimchi with 3 meals per day, really. And he says his pet peeves is exercising, which is kind of interesting. Jimin. Oh, sorry, I missed the page. His childhood dream is he wants to be a #1 swordsman in the world. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't know. He said he wants to be the #1 swordsman in the world. His hobbies, interests are movies, comic books, and exercise. His favorite food is meat. And his pet peeves are when adjoining tables don't line up properly. He find that annoying. And also, I think of him, he likes to fall. He likes chairs is his enemies. That's why he doesn't like. Whenever he tries to sit on the chair, he just misses it. I don't know why. The Cheong, or known as well, I said Cheong really. I found it interesting. His childhood dream, he wants to be a professional saxophonist. I have seen him play the saxophonist on YouTube actually, and he's actually pretty good actually. To be honest, really. His hobbies and interests are animation and shopping. His favorite food is japchae, which is a Korean stir-fried glass noodle dish. That's a dish I would like to try too, actually. And his pet peeves is wearing shoes. Don't know why. I think the why he said that is because wearing shoes in the houses in Korea. They do find that breaking the law is actually one of the laws in Korea. If you do go to Korea, actually heads up. If you want to plan on going to Korea, you just found out that you can't find out you were wearing shoes in the houses. Make sure you take your shoes off and wear the slippers in the house. They will find it annoying, and sometimes they might kick you out. So just be aware if you travel into Korea. So yeah. And finally about these Jungkook, my bias. Sorry, got an itch. Actually, Jungkook's birthday is actually coming up. I am actually gonna wish him happy early birthday. Sometimes I like to call him Bunny, a Cookie. It's just kind of interesting. Fans usually call him Jungkookie or Cookie or Bunny, but I think it's Bunny because of his teeth, really. So yeah, his childhood dream is become a restaurant owner or a tattoo artist. I thought of a restaurant manager, but not really. But even though my childhood dream is related to banks or marketing, really. So yeah, that's not related to me. That's weird. So his childhood dream is becoming a restaurant owner or a tattoo artist. His hobbies and interests are drawing, video games, and exercise. His favorite food is pizza and bread. I do like pizza. My favorite type of pizza I like is pepperoni. What's your favorite? Actually, speaking of pizza, what is your favorite pizza? For all of you, what's your favorite pizza? What is your favorite pizza? And his pet peeves are when all fans call him Oopa. He said, "All my army from now on, bring your ID cards." He wants equipped. Just really weird. Woe to the wise, he rather be Eggy or Joggy? I think Joggy's honey. I don't think he would like that really, no. We're just Eggy, we just baby in Korean, just let you know. Then Oopa. Which is kinda interesting. So yeah. So these are the numbers, and that's what I just discussed. And this is a big book of BTS, as you can see. So yeah. So these are some more. If I can hold this probably without whipping it. I know I'm just skipping some few pages, but don't mind it. Still. I'm sorry. I just realized something. Okay, this they do say it again. Get to know the members. Hello. I just realized the get to know members is also in here too, so I won't be reading the same thing over again. I just realized. So yeah. Magnet and also K-pop idols, not K-pop idols. K-pop fans also say "omo" instead of "OMG." I say pretty much say both really, which is kind of interesting. I did do this one, and I thought it was Steve Aoki, which is the one he was featured on the song Mike's Drop. Even though I was right. Randomly guessed, it is. So he was featured in the song Mike's Drop from one of Vlog. Hello. It's okay. You don't really don't have to speak in English as much as you want to. It's really optional to you, but at least I'm getting fans from internationally. So it's just kind of nice. Even though actually India is actually one of the top 3 right now. So namaste to all of you. I did speak some few languages as I mentioned earlier. So yeah. So I pretty much did have these again. I really didn't expect these. So yeah, in the 4th one, if you are having trouble speaking English or you want to do like a Q&A session, go to the post. If you want to do a Q&A one night, that means I can write down questions and I'll answer them to you on lives. And the most popular questions be answered, well, not answered. The most popular questions that has more likes, then that'll be the highlight question that I'll be keeping at the end of the live. So if you want to do a Q&A, go ahead and go to the post section if you want. So yes. Okay. English is pretty much like an easy language in America, but if you really do need help with English, just let me know. I can always help you if you want. I'm just here to support all of you too, and like, this is something else for you to do to me. You know, I'm a pretty much of a small content creator. I also want to fulfill this dream really, and it just means a lot really. So yeah. So yeah, I'm not ending yet. So yeah. So I'm not ending yet. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. So is there any questions that you want to come through that I should that I'm most welcome to answer? The top, to be honest, the top 5 languages. This is just my opinion. No hate, really, no hate. But the top 5 languages that I do found hard to speak for fans or people around the world is I'll say Chinese, because Chinese is one of the one. It's really um is one of the hardest language to speak. Really is Chinese. I say Russian. You know, I am pretty much half Russian. I didn't came from Russia. Really, half my mother's side did actually. She was boarded on a May was boarded from Russia to here, which is my great grandparents. Yeah, so it was my it was my great grandparents who came from Russia to here, and they used the Mayflower ship. They were not the first pilgrims; they were the second pilgrims who came here. So which is pretty interesting. They came here I think in a year of 1600, 1800. I could be wrong. I don't know. Sorry, I'm sensing something in here. It kind of felt like my great grandmother. Actually, I don't think it is, but I'm just feeling something. Just let you know, I will see things in my bedroom. For example, I will be feeling cold spots and stuff. So it would be kind of interesting. So yes, so yeah. As I mentioned, Chinese and Russian can be the top 2 hardest languages to speak. I think that it is along with Japanese and Korean, and I say Indian. Actually, no, I take that back. Well, actually, I could say that I do want to mention Arabic. Actually, the hardest languages that I think Google might mention is actually Chinese, Russia, um, Hebrew, Arabic. Wait, you can say Arabic. I say Arabic, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why I say that. So it's Chinese. What Google would say is Chinese, Russia, Japanese, Korean. Um, I just said it. Hebrew, Arabic, and some other languages. I'm sorry, I stopped for a second. So yeah, which it can be really hard, really. So yeah, if you really want to improve English, there are some English podcasts here in America that you could improve more if you want. It can be featured on YouTube Music. That's what I have. And what they will do to you is just understand the basics. And once you're more into it, there will be like more like vocabs and phrases. It could be like starter sentences that will be included with phrases. Really, just for you to feel more motivated. Not just motivated to all of you, but I'm saying that to myself with my other languages. Mostly Korean, because I think we have 2 languages that I need to improve on, which sorry, I thought I heard something. The 3 languages that I would like to improve on is actually Russian, Korean, and Arabic. Just those 3 languages, those 3 languages that I would like to improve on, really. It's just kind of interesting, but those other hardest languages, my Korean's actually really not that bad. So yeah, I can do a few of the languages I can speak. For example, if my family is in Laos, there's a sabaidi, which means hello in Laos. The other one I can speak. I did mention Morocco, but I don't know what it is. Sorry, I'm thinking of something's country. Oh, it's Arabic. Arabic, they say Mohaba. Mohaba means hello in Arabic. I just realized just now, really. I thought it was Turkey, it's not. Russian, I'm half Russian, so then we say privet, which means hello in Russian. I'm not doing German because they have two types of what they say in hellos, which I'm not doing that because I don't know what's the right um language to say in hello. Really, I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. So yeah, the other ones I want to speak is the Asians. Is the Asian languages. I know one in Vietnamese. Vietnamese is also one of the hardest languages. Just let you know, I am getting a little headache. Just to let you know. It could be. It's usually sign of dehydration, but I do need to drink more water these days. I'm sure I saw a bug. I didn't. Vietnamese. Xian chao. Xian chao means hello in Vietnamese. Japanese we say konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means hello in Japanese. Korean we say annyeonghaseyo. Well, we bow in other countries' languages. For example, they do that in China, Japan, and Korea. The reason I named those three is because it's most common to bow, really. So yeah. So it's Xian Chao Vietnamese, Konnichiwa in Japan, and Annyeonghaseyo in Korean. So there's two types of There are two types of hellos. If you want to greet people face to face, they will say which is Annyeonghaseyo. If it's on the phone, we say Yobiseyo, which is Yobiseyo, which is on phone. I know there's two types of hellos, but that's hard to say. So it's Annyeonghaseyo and Yobiseyo on phone. So fun fact about Korea, which it does work. Thai, I say Sarati. Sarati means hello in Thai. And ka means something in Thai. I don't know that means yes or excuse me, really. I just have a feeling I don't know what ka means really in Thai. So yeah. Irish, they do have in modern they have an old language, but they don't use it anymore in Ireland because this is mostly English speakers really. So their language is actually Daiduit, which is hello in Ireland, but it's an old language that nobody don't use in Ireland really. But if any of my fans is in Ireland, just let me know if I am right or wrong. But if my fans is located in Ireland, just let me know. And I could be, as mentioned, my grammar can always be off. So, yeah. Other languages, I do speak Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Which is hello, how are you? And gracias is thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I'm sorry. I needed to calculate for a second. But just thinking in Spanish. I'm trying to think of other languages that I did speak. I did do Laos, as I mentioned. What's the other languages I've done? I did do Russia, if you're thinking. Shoot. Yeah, those are the only languages I can think of top of my head right now, but if I did mention your country's language, that's good. At least I know I can speak some of your language, which is good. And this is just for myself, sort of. But so yeah. So again, I really like doing this live. But yeah, I'll have to come to an end soon. But it's almost 11 really soon. But it's already 10. It is right now. It is 10:30 in East Coast America. I do want to end this a little early because I need to watch YouTube for a bit. That's what I normally do when I go to bed. But yeah. So again, thank you for coming on here. Again, I like to do this. I like to give you a voice. You're most welcome to use my lives if you want to talk to me. So yeah, sorry, I got a hiccup. I'm good. So yeah, as mentioned, you're most welcome to go through my content. Make sure we keep Make sure we have positive comments. Make sure we have positive things spreading around here. If you do have any negatives that you're all spreading on here, make sure you keep it to yourselves, but not out to anybody else. If you are someone who does hold more than at least 3 negative comments around my content, then I'll be the one who will be removing those comments that are negative. So just beware. If you are one of them, just let you know. I don't do nothing really. I don't report anything. I just want to be like a good person, really. I'm trying to be a good person, really. You know, I'm on God's side 100%, as I mentioned in my description. So make sure you go ahead and check my description out. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Help me with this other way that we can build my channel up as well. Make sure you like it as well. I did mention in my last video that the viewers that we need to work on a lot, really. The views is actually the views is actually part of the audience growth. In audience, as you guys really, I just really hoping to, if that could work more often. If there's any of those tips and advice is helping you, just let me know in the comments if it is. If it's not, maybe there is some other way I couldn't work around with or improve. But yeah. The last but not least, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. That's where you can stay tuned with my latest content. Again, I have been doing great with my activity this week, as you can see, and I did post earlier today about my tonight's life, so make sure you go check that out too. So thank you for really sorry. So again, thank you for coming on here, and I really appreciate myself and you coming on here, hearing me to talk and me giving you a voice. I'm glad a few of you did come through and mention me to see how I am doing. You specifically mentioned about this group. So yeah. Again, thank you for coming on here, but make sure we do positive things, make sure we do good things, make sure we do what God wanted from us. So thank you, and I hope I will see you next time. If it's already tomorrow for you guys, make sure you have a great rest of your day. If you're already in the East Coast of the United States, then I'll say good night. So thank you, and have a great night. Bye.